Hey guys, how's it going? Aaron here with Double A Shaves, and I am back again. Videos have been a little infrequent, frankly, just been really busy. You know how that goes, so I don't really need to explain that too much. Hope everyone had a good Christmas. My wife and I, we definitely had a good one. I'm Jewish, so we just kind of went to Cape May, New Jersey, which is like 2 hours away from me, and we just spent a night at the beach, walked along the shore in the winter, and yeah, we always like doing that. So we had a really good time on our Christmas, and yeah, again, just hope everyone else had a great holiday and has a really good upcoming new year. Um, Real quick before I forget, a new YouTuber I've been watching. His name is Shannon from Jaguar Films. He makes really good content, very passionate about the hobby. So if you guys want to go show Shannon some love over at Jaguar Films, I'll be sure to link his channel down in my description for those of you who would like to go check him out. All right, well, without further ado, let's get into tonight's shave. Really happy just to be back in my shave den. Work's been nuts, my work schedule, and just, you know, I'm almost in my mid-30s now, so man, life is just super busy. But you know what? Shaving is one of my first loves, and just really happy to be back in my den doing my thing here. So let's get right into it. So software for today. So just recently, Glenn from the Luxury Shaving Hobbyist YouTube channel, awesome content creator. I'll be sure to link to his channel in my description for those of you who want to go check him out. Just recently, we gave each other some goodie bags with some different kind of shaving gear in it. We live pretty close to each other, so yeah, we just kind of traded some stuff, and he was kind enough to, one of the items he gave me was this soap from Barbershop. Yeah, I really don't see that many people using 11. I've seen a couple of YouTubers here and there, but this is really an Artisan that really flies under the radar. So just really happy that Glenn was able to introduce me to this Artisan. So thank you, Glenn, for the 11 Barbershop here. Let's take a quick look at the soap here. It's a pretty firm soap. It's kind of like in the middle of firm and soft. Yeah, kind of a neat color there. And he also gave me the aftershave. Kind of a big, cool plastic bottle here. And interesting about 11, on his website, which I will link to in my description, he explained that in his new aftershaves, he's getting rid of alcohol. So this is one of his old ones, which still has alcohol. And he explained that he just wanted to do away with it because he doesn't think it really makes a big difference. And I have to agree with that. I have plenty of splashes that are alcohol free and they just work great. And I think for an Artisan, another benefit of having alcohol free aftershaves is you can send it internationally without any type of restrictions. So I think it's pretty smart. So yeah, aftershave, 11 Barbershop aftershave, the old one with alcohol. All right, gear for today, razor. I got the Edwin Jagger, the classic Edwin Jagger DE86 head. You know, DE86/DE89. It came with a rubber handle, but I just put it on my big old fat Maggard MR8. I kind of like that maple leaf there. Sound like a broken record at this point, but love this handle. It's really heavy and it aids, I really think it aids in the kind of pressure application. It makes my shaves easier. All right, I got the soap, got the 11 whipped up here in my Pereira bowl. Lather's been sitting for a little bit, but still should be pretty good here. Got a pretty decent amount of water in there. Man, this stuff lathers up so easily. This stuff just blew up in my bowl, no problem. Look at that. Good structure, good sheen. And I got my big old brush, Yaki 30mm barber pole. I must just have a thing for like big shaving gear. I don't know what it is. I got a big brush, big razor handles. I don't know. Maybe there's something wrong with me, but just kind of, I feel like that's kind of what I go for in this hobby. A lot of people go for like really sleek looking things, and I go for more kind of goofy looking gear. I don't know. It's kind of funny the different directions everybody kind of goes in this hobby. So I don't know. That's how she goes. All right. I'll wet the face here and get this shave going on the road. Yeah, and all you content creators out there, I want to get back to watching more of your guys' videos, but like I said, things have just been busy, but I'm happy to see a lot of the OG content creators still around, you know, from when I first started on this channel 2 years ago. So really happy to see some guys out there who are still killing it. All right, nice lather here too on the 11. All right, probably got like 2 days growth here, nothing crazy. I like using mild razors like the Edwin Jagger DE86 when I don't have too much growth. When I have a lot of growth, nowadays I've been busting out the Mula R41. So yeah, this stuff is great. So 11. So again, thank you, Glenn, for introducing me to this Artisan and gifting this this 11 Barbershop set to me. They are definitely an Artisan that flies under the radar. And Glenn just did a video on their Sicilian Lemon, which I will link to in my description. And he has one of 11's new labels. Their new labels are just, they look amazing. Old ones are kind of cool too, but yeah, go on his website. I'll link to it in my description. His new labels are really good. He refreshed all his stuff. They just look awesome. Really, really awesome labels. So definitely an Artisan that flies under the radar. And a lot of his scents are very basic. He just has like an orange scent, a lemon scent. He's got a lot of scents with like 2 scent notes. You know, and it just goes to show not every scent needs to have 20 notes and be super complex. So I have plenty of great scents in my collection that are like 1 note, 2 note. So you don't need a lot of stuff going on. All right, really good lather here. So 11's kind of a funny name. I'm sure a lot of you are wondering why he named it 11. So his brand 11 is out of Charleston, South Carolina. And he named it that after a dam that was in his hometown. He's from Iowa. His business right now is out of South Carolina, but his hometown is a town in Iowa. I forget the town name, but there was a dam there called Lock and Dam 11. So that's why he named it 11 Soaps. I was kind of curious too when Glenn gave this to me. I was like, 11? Like, why would he give it like a generic name like that? But it's kind of funny. He was saying how in a lot of the videos and emails of people using his soap, it used to be called Sapone di Apollo, was the old name for 11 Soaps. That's why he switched it back over to 11 to give it a simpler name that people would remember. He noticed that in videos of people using his old brand, Sapone di Apollo, he noticed people would they just wouldn't even say the name, they wouldn't pronounce it. And like even in emails, they just like weren't saying it, or they were like saying it wrong. And he was like, you know what? Why don't I just change the name to 11? People will remember it. It's just an easier name. So I kind of understand where he came from with that. But yeah, really cool Artisan, it kind of just seems like he's more about, he's not really quantity focused like a lot of these other artisans are. He seems like he's more quality focused. He doesn't have that many soaps, but you know, my guess is he puts a lot of thought into what he puts out. Probably a one-man show, so his new labels look great, so I'm definitely excited to see what comes in the future with 11. So Glenn, once again, thank you for introducing me to this artisan. So I'm really glad Glenn had their Barbershop that he gave to me, because I am a huge sucker for Barbershop scents. You know, I know that might sound kind of cliche because everyone goes crazy over the Barbershop scents in this hobby. Every artisan has a Barbershop scent. Yeah, Barbershops are one of my favorite types of scents. I don't know what it is about them. I just love that, the powdery talkiness, like the sweetness. There's just something about, I always love that. There's something about Barbershop scents that just, I just really, really, really enjoy. So it's a fairly standard Barbershop scent. So we got bergamot, rosemary, oak moss, patchouli, sandalwood, and powdery musk. So pretty basic Barbershop scent. A lot of these other artisans, they have like different spins on their Barbershop scents, but this one is very straightforward. I'm gonna put the face here, go for pass number 2. And when I first smelled this aftershave, the aftershave for it, I noticed it has a striking resemblance to Barrister and Man Seville, which is another extremely popular Barbershop scent in the wet shaving world, which I'm sure a lot of us have smelled. Which I actually have right here. Really great kind of citrusy sort of Barbershop. So this 11 Barbershop, the aftershave, when I smelled it, it smelled almost identical to Seville. And funny enough, when I compared the scent notes of the two, they have all the same notes in them. You know, 11 has bergamot, rosemary, oak moss, and patchouli. Seville has bergamot, rosemary, oak moss, and patchouli as well. But the only difference between 11 and Seville is that the 11 has sandalwood and powdery musk, and the Seville has lemon and lavender. So the Seville is a more kind of, you know, with the lemon and lavender, it's a more kind of citrusy Barbershop, like a Mediterranean sort of Barbershop. And the 11 with the sandalwood and the powdery musk is more of a kind of a powdery, sort of almost like vanilla kind of take. I actually like the 11 better than Seville. Seville is a great Barbershop, but I do prefer the 11. I prefer that kind of creaminess from the sandalwood and the powder. I prefer it over the citrusy vibe of Seville. And some of you might even know, who have been following my channel for a while, that Sterling Barbershop is my favorite scent of all time in wet shaving. So this is like a powdery, vanilla, creamy sort of Barbershop, and I am just in love with it. I cannot get enough with it. I don't know why I like that scent so much, but I just do. They perfectly replicated my childhood Barbershop. And yeah, it's just got that creaminess, that vanilla, powdery type thing going on. And the 11 here has a kind of a similar vibe going on. But I would say this one is kind of this one is like It has a little bit more of a classic feel than the Sterling Barbershop. I guess what I mean by that is like it would be more something, it has more like a kind of like 1950s, 1960s smell. Whereas the Sterling is kind of a, it doesn't, this one doesn't have like a classic smell. It just smells good. And I kind of like that. I'm not really, I like the classic barbershop scents like Pinot Clubman, but I'm just not, I just prefer these, I just prefer something like this where it's like not classic, but it's kind of more, I guess like modern, but. So yeah, this 11 is just kind of a, just kind of like your basic classic barbershop scent. Bergamot, rosemary, oak moss, patchouli, sandalwood, powdery musk. And those notes you see in a lot of barbershop scents. I think they might be like the same exact notes in like Noble Otter Barber, for those of you who smelled that, but yeah. Yeah, so this is like a basic barbershop. You see these notes like, you know, like rosemary, oak moss, bergamot, patchouli. You see them in a ton of barbershop scents. But even though this one is like a basic barbershop, it smells fantastic. I really enjoyed this one. It's a very, very good scent. Astra Green in here, I forgot to mention. Always been my favorite blade of all time. Keep going back to them. Yeah, I kind of had a sampler pack of blades that I've really worn down. There's only a few left, but I've tried a lot of different blades. It's part of the fun of this hobby. And I keep going back to Astra Greens. In my Mula R41, which is a super aggressive razor, as most of you know, there were a couple blades I tried in there that literally just like, they were just awful. And when I switched over to an Astra Green, it fixed it right away. One of those awful blades was a Treat 7 Days. Sorry for those of you who like that blade, but when I put in my R41, it destroyed my face. It was just really rough. It was awful. So I never really thought blades made a difference like up until that experience. So that was interesting. But yeah, even though this Edwin Jagger DE86, one of the most popular razor heads in the world, even though it's a mild shaver, I have like 3 days growth and it's doing a phenomenal job. This is a great razor. This is pretty similar to like the Merkur 34C. I would say this is great for beginners as well as experts. You really can't go wrong, and great price point on these two. And also when you don't really feel like focusing too much and you kind of just want to do like an autopilot type shave, these are great ones. If you're an experienced shaver, it's very hard to cut yourself with this. Very nice. And then I'll show you guys a few other barbershop scents I have in my collection here. Just real quick. I'll get this last little bit. All right, flawless shave here. Right, so barbershop is one of my favorite categories. Another amazing one from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. This is Good Vibrations. This is like a beach barbershop scent. Phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal scent. Probably the best scent PAA ever released, in my opinion. Along with Cider House 5, which is a fall seasonal. I love that one. Ghost Town Barber from Chiseled Face. This is my wife's favorite scent of all time. I wore it on our wedding day. This one is like a barbershop with some gunpowder and some like white musk. It smells like a barbershop in the Old West. Phenomenal. I got this one from Murphy and McNeil, just a sample. This is Triskel. So this is like a classic barbershop scent that kind of smells like an old record store. Very unique. I'll probably get a tub of this at some point. Yeah, that stuff is really good. Barrister's Reserve Cool. So this is a dupe of Floyd Blue, which is a classic Italian aftershave. Kind of like a classic barbershop with like an aquatic take on it. Really good stuff. And then lastly, I have Windy City Barbershop here from Chicago Grooming. This sample came from Ben over at the Soap Thing YouTube channel. He gave me a sample of this. This one is like an industrial kind of barbershop. It's supposed to smell like the city of Chicago with the powderiness, and there's also like some steel in it or something. It's like smoky. Really good one. Yeah, so I clearly am a barbershop fan. And if you guys have favorite barbershops out there, I know most artisans have them. I would really love to have a discussion in the comments about your favorite ones too. So I am all about the engagement in this hobby. So, all right, aftershave. Shake it up a little bit. Very, very similar to Barrister and Manseville. So I guess the bergamot in this aftershave must be very strong, because like I said, Seville has like the lemon in it, and this one has bergamot. And because bergamot is strong on this one, it smells like Seville. The 11 soap doesn't really smell so much like Seville, but the aftershave is almost identical. So, which I am okay with, because I love Seville and I love this one. So, Glenn, thanks again for the 11 Barbershop. Great experience with it. And I am hoping to get a new 11 soap at some point. Really like those new labels. Amazing shave. I am very happy with that. No nicks. It's a good day. So for those of you who are still watching, just thanks so much for your support, and just hope everyone has a great upcoming new year, and you know, just keep on shaving on. So thank you, and I will see you next time. Take care.